While we are creating the hole, we have to remember that we need to assign two references, the primary reference and the secondary references. Take the drag handle and select any reference which you are wanting to assign. Say for example this edge. This is the primary reference right now. And this is the secondary reference. So the location of the hole is with respect to the two references, the primary and the secondary references, which is basically created using the drag handles. You can adjust the dimensions and the location of the hole varies depending on the dimensions what you have entered. Now, the type of hole what we have created right now is named as a linear hole because we have used the linear references. There are different types of holes which we can create. For example, I have an extruded feature over here. This is a circular component. It has its own axis, which you can visibly see on the screen. Clear? Now, if I want to create a hole at this particular surface, having the axis of the hole coinciding with the axis of the circular component. That means I want both the axes. The first axis of the hole and the second one is the axis of the circular feature what you're seeing on the screen. I want both the axes to coincide. I want the hole to be co-axial basically. So in that particular case, what I have to do? I need to simply select on the axis first. The moment I've selected the axis, you can see that the hole is present on the path of the axis. Let me change the type of view to no hidden. And you can see that the hole is presently moving on the axis of the geometry. This indicates that the axis of the hole and the axis of the geometry are coinciding, so they are coaxial basically. And if you're going to placement and seeing over here, you can see the type of hole as coaxial. In the earlier case, if I'm placing the hole over here and assigning, say for example, let me close it. Let me recreate a hole. Select the primary reference. Select the secondary reference as this plane, and you can see the type as linear over here. So when I'm clicking the axis or selecting the axis as the reference, it is changing to coaxial. Now to create a coaxial hole, firstly I need an axis. After that I need a surface. So let me come back to shading with edges. I have already selected the axis. Now I can simply select the surface. I need to press Ctrl and select the surface. When I'm selecting the surface, the hole is created right now, and you can simply adjust the diameter of the hole and the depth of the hole depending on the requirements. So this is a second kind of hole which can be created. It is basically called as coaxial hole. Let us move to the next video.